right, so we're out here Saturday. We're watching the scrimmage. As a specialist, long snapper, all that, what are you guys doing in practice when a lot of that is happening and you aren't specifically working on the stuff you would do if it were a game?
Yeah, so a lot of the time we take the meeting to the field, and obviously when they're doing their whole scrimmages, we're playing the game in our heads. So like we go outside where the open turf is, and we'll get reps, we'll work cadences, we'll work. I like to visualize a lot, so I like to put myself in the position in the game, and we're just getting work outside. It's kind of nice because it's just us. So it's like we can do stuff that if someone looks at us, like, what are you guys doing? But it's like really beneficial. So I like that about it. But you know, they're getting better, so we got to get better too.
Right. I mean, that's so different than the rest of the football team. How do you, like you said, get better at that, but also like it almost feels separated, I feel like, but you are a part of the team.
Mm-hmm.
How do you kind of combine, get back together with everybody sort of thing?
I mean, Coach Day likes to talk about connection, and I think us as a unit specifically, we do a good job of connecting with other teammates. Whether it's like my roommate, my old roommate was Tegra Shabola, so it's like I know the O-line really well through him, and then I know other players on the team just through going out and doing stuff outside of the Woody. So it's like they understand that I'm doing my own thing and I'm not slacking off while they're working hard. So it's just a mutual understanding, like they're not going to get what I'm doing, they can't do what I do, but I can't do what they're doing. So it's, you know, just do your job at the end of the day, whatever you got to do.
What did you need to get, or what is your focus on improving on this offseason?
So a big improvement for me this offseason, it definitely is cadence work, just working on changing stuff up and not giving out cues for certain things, and then technique, of course, just refining, just elevating my play.
Do you feel like you're seeing that happen?
Yeah. Coach Day, he always likes to say, you know, being uncomfortable gets you better at what you're bad at. So I like to kind of suck a little bit, but you know, my hope this spring is to get better at the things I'm bad at, of course, and take it to the field against Texas.
What's the off-season program for a long snapper like? Kind of take us through that.
Yeah.
You know, casual fan probably doesn't know.
No, yeah. So I work with a coach up in Wisconsin. His name's Kyle Stelter. I build a plan through him, and then I implement that here, whether it's after practice. Like I'll come in at like 6, 7 p.m. and all the maintenance guys know me because I got to get the lights on, and it's just fun. It's like you're doing your own specialized thing that people don't understand, but they respect because of what you've done on the field. And then working out, stretching is a big thing that I like to focus on. And my sister had me do Pilates, didn't like it, so I'm sticking with yoga, but it's fun.
You said you like to kind of test yourself and do little changes because you want to be uncomfortable. So then what does it feel like when you get after you personally test yourself?
Yeah, honestly, like with the amount of focus that I put on this sport and what I do for how specific it is, it's like last offseason I made a big change and I was just terrible, like absolutely god awful. And when I finally made that change and I had that click, it just like my life got better. So it's like this big cloud over my head went away, and now I'm older and more mature and understanding my body and what I got to do. It's just making changes that I can improve on the side, but then just performing when I need to perform. So it's a great feeling when you finally like overcome that hump. It's like playing scratch golf and being able to kind of scratch, you know.
I mean, what is it like to play a position or like a group that no one really notices you unless you're not snapping?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stress, but honestly, like the pressure's what you put on yourself. Like everybody has to do their job, and everybody has to do, you know, the Buckeye standard, obviously, national championships. So whatever you got to do, you just got to make that happen. Try not to think too much about outside pressure. Just have people in your circle, your corner. Rely on them when you have to.
In the most respectful way, have you ever been recognized on campus?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good thing for a long snapper. Like,
Yeah.
So, like,
I mean, I'm a very outgoing person, so like,
once they know you,
me and the guys, we like to hang out a lot.
Has anybody ever been in like, you know, Chipotle and be like, hey, are you John Ferlmann?
No, I've never gotten that. It's funny enough that when I'm back home, I do. So like when I'm in my hometown in Arizona, it's like, oh, that's John. Like, nice to meet you. How you doing? So it's interesting because it's like I'm nobody here. I'm just the guy with the backpack, you know, with the football tag on it. But
you're nobody here, but you're a starting player on the Ohio State national championship team and this year's team. So.
Yeah, it's kind of funny when you think about it like that. Like, I'm just a guy doing a job. So when you go back home and people recognize you, I don't get that here. So it's like, wow, maybe it's kind of cool, I guess. But.
To be fair, when I asked Donovan Jackson about the NFL draft, he said, I'm a guy who needs a job.
Yeah. So I have a job right now. Hopefully I'll get one later. But
how do you evaluate yourself after every play? Like, is it pass fail? Like, I got the
ball to my guy, or is it should have gotten it like a half a second faster, or what's kind of the evaluations process for yourself?
So for me, I'm focused more on the process than the product. Like I know if I do what I've trained for the last 5 years, it's gonna get there. It's more just like, was that tighters or 4 rotations instead of 3.5 on a short snap? It's little stuff like that. I get immediate feedback just by watching it. In game, you just let it fly and think about it later when you watch film. And if it's really pressing, you start doing a little bit of stuff on the sideline. But it's nice. You just trust your training and what you've worked so hard to do in the offseason.
Do you have one coach you would consider your position coach here?
Yeah, Gunnar Daniels, he was a long snapper at Boston College. He does a great job. Whenever I have issues that I don't, like I work with my guy up north in Wisconsin. Whenever I've got stuff local, it's like I talk to him, we'll kind of talk stuff out. He's more of a guy I work with mentally. He just helps me, he reassure me in what I'm doing, and I think he does a great job, not only for me, but for other specialists on the room.
John,
Last
QD
question.
was so specific. What do you love about it that's kept you doing it this many years?
I like the competition aspect of it. I mean, it's funny when you think of like long snappers competing with other long snappers, but it's a thing. Like, I've got a little, my buddy's at UMass now. He went to JUCO. I trained with him, so like I'll send him little jabs. Like we'll send film back and forth, and you just find games in the game with other people, and it helps you stay focused and lively with it.
I love that.
All right, John.
Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.